We live in a world obsessed with faking nostalgia. Our photos are filtered. Our music remastered to sound like vinyl crackles and hisses. What do we even mean by authenticity anymore? Roland Barthes described the concept of that as been something that carries within it the weight of its own history. But today, in a digital realm where history can be synthesized, what is left for us to trust? A perfectly clean photo with a grain overlay suddenly feels more real than reality itself. Artifacts of decay are now commodities. The grain that once marked film's limitations is now a paid filter on our smartphones. We don't just want to see the past. We demand it look like something that should have rotted away in a shoebox. This aestheticized erosion isn't about memory, but simulation. It gives us the illusion of having lived through what we've only ever seen curated and sold back to us. We are not just consumers of memory, we are its co-creators. The past is no longer what it once was, but a product in demand. We crave these signs of erosion because they make the digital world feel human. We add noise to photos and scratches to record covers so that something can appear to have been touched by time. Time itself has become algorithmic.
Early computers like ENIAC were groundbreaking, not just in scale, but in concept. Massive vacuum tube architectures that laid the Silicon Age groundwork through rudimentary programming and...
We've spent centuries building systems to detect fakes, forgers, forgery, even counterfeit coinage. But in recent years, we've stopped trying to spot the lies and started learning how to love them. Consider a chatbot that spells wrong on purpose, or a voice simulator with emotional cracks. The more advanced these tools become, the harder they must work at being humans. It's not just about making fakes, it's about weaponizing trust itself. What began as a technical arms race has become an emotional one. We are trained not to trust the real, but rather what feels like it should be trusted. When AI spoofs memory, we don't ask if it's true, only whether it hurts enough to feel human. The question now is no longer how to detect lies, but why we're so eager to believe them in the first place.
This electronic oscillation can then be shown. It forms a wave pattern.
In the early days of MIDI, engineers realized that perfect timing made music feel cold and mechanical. So they introduced a feature called humanization, adding tiny random variations to mimic human imperfection. This wasn't just about fixing machines. It was about convincing us we were hearing something real. These algorithms didn't create humanity, but they created the illusion of it. We began to trust not what was authentic, but what felt authentic. Now cut to the 1970s, a group of fifth graders writing fake crash programs. They weren't trying to break computers. They were trying to make them feel alive. These pseudo-crash routines didn't just simulate failure, they simulated drama. The kids knew that a machine pretending to be broken could become compelling in the same way a character does, by showing its limits. This was one of many early attempts at anthropomorphizing code, and it's still with us today. Roland Barthes described the punctum as a detail that pierces the viewer, an element in the photo that escapes the narrative. In digital terms, this is often the glitch, the error, the aestheticized decay. We no longer fix these blemishes, we cultivate them. Filters on photos make everything look vintage, not because it was, but because it should feel like it was. The punctum has moved from photography to code, and with it, our trust in memory shifts from truth to suggestion. Our obsession with aging filters, cracked glass, retro fonts, faded film, is more than nostalgia. It's a cultural panic button. We add grain to photos and static to podcasts, not just for style, but as proof that something was once real. In an age where deepfakes can simulate memories indistinguishable from truths, we crave the cracks in the digital shell. These artifacts are our counterfeit authenticity, the last gasp of a world we fear is slipping away. Neil Postman warned that television didn't just change how we communicate, it changed how we remember. We no longer think in sentences, but in sound bites, in highlights, rather than history. The past becomes a curated feed, not an inheritance of lived experience. Our memories are increasingly shaped by what algorithms deem worth repeating, and forgetting is the first casualty of that design.